Welcome back. Thank you, or good morning. Thank you, anyways. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. Joe Delgado, your everything coach, Indestructible Me. Hopefully, you're starting to see more possibility in your life, and we are working on a better future for not only ourselves, but our future selves, our kids, our kin. Especially with all the chaos that's going on in the world today, we need to double down on us. We can't help out if we're broken, right? So we need to build ourselves up. We need to put the pieces back together. We need to strengthen our core, literally and figuratively. That's why you're here. Hopefully, we give you some insights. I go over insights of my experiences, the things that I've learned, the concept, no matter how small they may be, they all are little building blocks, little proteins that have ultimately helped to shape my mind and how I operate today. So do not overlook anything that may seem like small information in different ways to retool your mind. No matter what, you got to think that everything, it could be used and abused, but especially knowledge and different insights and different ideas and how you perceive the world, the environment you're in, and everything around you. You could either be spending a bunch of time looking at the crap that's going on in the world, and what are you doing? You're not doing anything to improve your life. I just recently bought a car, and the salesman says, I literally just do nothing but watch the news all day. I study it and learn about it, whatever that's going on in the world. I was like, I don't watch the news at all. I get a gist of what's going on because no matter what, it's cramming in my face constantly. But I got crap to do, right? I gotta improve my life. I gotta focus on me. And because ultimately, if I work on me, I can better serve you. I can better help you improve your situation. And that's what my call to action is the more people I'm able to help, the more that I enrich and improve my life. I have a concept today, Sell or Be Sold. It's actually a book, Grant Cardone. I'm not trying to plagiarize anyone. And I talk about this guy often. You could read the book or not, whatever. I'm just going to talk about the concept. He brought the concept up to me, and I loved it. This book is amazing. It was one of his first books. I don't know why I keep on writing on my whiteboard. So it was one of his first books, and it's a quick story. Is that this dude was a multi-millionaire, and it was about 2008, self-made multi-millionaire, and the recession, crash, and all that type of stuff, and he was like, well, no one knows this concept, which this is 100% needed by everyone. Regardless of your title, you need to know how to sell and know that selling is vital. And what was going on in the world that day or that time period was clear indication that people didn't know sales. That same thing with COVID. We have still today have a ton of sales jobs open. And people refuse to take it because it's a sales title. It's sleazy. It's whatever it may be to them. They don't like it. So he literally wrote the book. And then at the time, no one really knew him. Now he's a billionaire, right? So everyone rejected publishing his book. And they're like, yeah, run-on sentences, poor grammar, blah, blah. Who are you? So he went out door to door and started literally selling his book on his own, and became a bestseller. Amazing, right? He just bootstrapped, boom, I'm going to sell this book because he's compelled and getting this message out to people. He's in a hurry to serve. That's what he says all the time, which I agree. But in this book, or this concept alone is that there's only one way, there's only one side of the equation you can be on. You're either selling something or you're being sold something. And me, I was in retail space. I was, I managed sellers in retail. And I started off as a seller in retail, but I used to always explain this concept. Like, listen, you're either selling or you're not. You're either selling or buying. The customer's giving you objections. You're either buying that or you're reaffirming your value add statements or whatever it may be. So you might be listening to this and you're like, well, I'm not in sales. Like, I don't care about this subject. Well, let me just listen a little bit further, because this is everything. Like, you need to understand that we're all salespeople. Negotiating is part of everything. My dog wants me to play with her 100% of the time, or whenever she allows me to play with her. It's on demand. So she tries all the things in the world to sell me on playing with her. I'm at my computer. She's trying to get my attention. She's moving around. She's knocking things over. She's being disruptive. She'll come over and lay her head right on my keyboard so I can't move. She's trying to sell me. And it sounds dumb, but you need to understand it's all areas of life. It doesn't have to be just humans, and it doesn't have to be, I got this product, I need your money to buy this product. It could be thoughts, it could be ideas. Now, I talked about always agree. There's an episode, literally always agree. And you got to understand that this is part of it, right? So you are having a conversation with someone. Everyone's trying to sell their thoughts. Political, Trump, Biden, right? Two people trying to sell why one is right and the other one's wrong. And then I talk about that in that other episode, Always Agree. If you agreed, you will take away the argument, and then you'll start to be able to work on the negotiating so you can sell the idea. You pull back the layers. You become human and not just badgering angry people, like conflict. So when you gotta understand that everything in our world is a sales. No matter what, right now, while you're watching this, you are either being sold this concept, this idea, or you're thinking in your head on how much wrong I am, or like what I should be doing differently, how I should be conveying this message maybe differently, or maybe it just absolutely no, this is stupid. Right? So you're giving me an objection. I just can't overcome that directly. So I'm going to continuously build value into what I'm talking about. And then I'm going to try to overcome that objection to get you to understand and realize that everything is a sales topic, sales conversation. You are with your significant other and you want pizza and they want tacos. It's Taco Tuesday. Stupid to eat pizza. Right? Those are it's a sales. Who is being sold and who's buying? Now, it doesn't have to be physically I'm buying. It could be thoughts. It could be actually an exchange for monetary value. But no matter what, it all boils down to which side of the equation you want to be on. And most of us are avoiding this concept because salespeople had a bad rap because there's a ton of bad people. But that is not the standard. You don't have to be a bad salesperson. You don't have to be sleazy. You don't have to lie. You don't have to cheat, steal, whatever. All that type of stuff. Yeah, I'm not lying to you. Everything I'm telling you is I'm very transparent. I cut myself open and let y'all know who I am. That's it. I don't even edit my videos so you can see me having chest congestion, being a normal human being. I try not to hide any of that to show you of just me being human, just like you. But I also am not trying to hide anything. I'm trying to give you a concept. If I tell you that something is going to change your life, like this is actually this would be an actual physical sale. Because I genuinely believe that. And that's another idea. So regardless if someone's trying to sell you something, if they're telling you a bunch of statements like that, powerful statements about their product, you could take it as lying, but you need to stop and think like, well, maybe they actually genuinely believe everything that they're telling me. I mean, that's completely different. If you buy a program or software or something because they had conviction on it, and that program, software, product, whatever, didn't do what you thought or what they told you it was going to do, it's either that, like, you're going to think that they lied, but that's not the fact. They actually, they've used it, hopefully, whatever they're selling, and they're convicted, they believe it because it worked for them, so they are selling you their belief. That's the best way of selling. And that's completely different if they just spewed out a ton of lies. Like, I'm going to sell you this product that's going to make you a millionaire in 90 days. And they have never even used it. They're just trying to push products, right? So that's completely different. That's when you would be upset. But you don't have to do that. You can always genuinely sell, or like, it's literally selling. The concept of selling is literally talking about experiences and adding detail into it. That's all it is. Your experiences with something, whether it's physical, an idea, a thought, and then you're adding reasons why that's significant. That's what a sale is. You're talking about something, you experience that something in some sort of way, and then you're adding details. That's all it is. And then you either are convicted on those details, those experiences, or you're not. And someone's going to give you a different perspective, and you can either buy that, maybe it's something completely new. And buying is not a problem. And I think we get so mixed up with, like, oh yeah, people are going to try to sell you stuff, blah, 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 blah. Like, you got to avoid this, you got to avoid people talking to... buying is not an issue. Buying dumb shit is an issue when you can't afford it. Buying commodities that don't do anything, that, absorb your time and space, don't do anything. That's an issue, yes. But swiping your card or buying ideas and buying perspectives, not a problem. We should be able to be in a world that we are selling and buying different perspectives, different ideas, different ideologies, like different methods, because that's growth and expansion. We shouldn't be stuck in one way and be like, no, these are my beliefs and that's it. There's no way to look at anything else, to do it any way else. So you be comfortable with buying. If something's going to generally help you, what's the problem? It doesn't matter. I mean, the price tag on it, whether it's time, energy, or actually money, if it's going to add value, the price could be unlimited. Like, it could be the most expensive thing in the world. But if it's ultimately going to add value and do something, then what does it matter? It doesn't need... We need to stop running from it and chasing from it. Selling and buying are two things that need to be fundamentally in your life. We just don't want to sell garbage, and we don't want to buy garbage, right? That's the differentiator. Let me know your thoughts. This is interesting. Because once I bring up sales or selling or sales, I know that people are immediately like, that's not me, so I walk away. We have to embrace that this is all of us. This is everything in our lives. Follow us everywhere. Indestructible Me, your everything coach. Change the mind, we change the world. So, thank you for tuning in, and always be great.